Hi everybody, welcome to the shack for this weekend update with a difference actually. It's Friday evening and I've got about 3 minutes before the Friday night net starts. Lovely day today, mostly sunny, very warm. This weekend it's mainly ham activities. There's the FM Simplex net tomorrow afternoon at 15:30 hours on 1454125, and then there's the GB3DI net on Sunday. Tonight is the HF net starting on top band. I'm going to be using the Kenwood, and I'm going to be throwing a couple of 100 watts at this. 2 drinks as always. I start with a cup of tea, but I also have a cold drink ready because there's been many an occasion when halfway through and over I've developed a dry throat and started coughing profusely, so it's always handy to have a drink with you. I've got the computer ready. Just about to post the notification on our Twitter feed that we're going to be live on probably 1.846, but find out in a minute. I'm lucky enough to have a TV in the shack, and I've been watching Andy Murray not make a very good job of his match against Shapovalov. With the TV, you've only got 2 options really. You either unplug it from the mains or you have it switched on, because if you have it on standby, if I transmit above about 120 watts, it switches itself on. So there you go. So I'll keep one eye on the tennis, and whilst I'm also monitoring the Twitter feed for the club and participating in the net itself. So I'm going to be sort of multitasking, shall we say. So what I'm going to do is, rather than just go through a list of all the sort of things I'm likely to be doing over the weekend, for a change, I'm just going to incorporate the top band part of the Friday night net. You guys can just have a listen and to the conversations, etc. And I hope it's interesting. I might do another video when we QSY to 80 meters around about 2100 hours, 21:15. So how long have we got now? We've literally got 45 seconds before, hopefully, I'm going to hear G0AOZ call in.
It's working. CQ, G0AOZ, Golf 0 Alpha, Oscar Zulu, G0AOZ calling CQ for the Harwell Amateur Radio Society's Friday Night Net, Golf 0 Alpha, Oscar Zulu, G0AOZ, listening for any members of the Harwell Amateur Radio Society, please call in now.
Mike 0, Oscar X-Ray Fox.
G8DVK I have, and M0KEP, any more please?
Mike 0, Oscar X-Ray Fox.
Mike 0, Oscar X-Ray Fox, I copy you, Clint, any more please? G8CUL. G8CUL, good evening Mike, thank you for calling in. Any more members of the Harwell Amateur Radio Society like to call in now please? G1ZMA 0GTU, G1ZMA and 2E0GTU. That's John, I think. Very good evening, gentlemen. Any more members of the Harwell Amateur Radio Society like to call in now to the Friday evening net? Martin G6FJI is calling in. Okay, G6FJI, I'm not copying anything at the moment from Martin, so I guess he's possibly still using the vertical aerial perhaps. All will be revealed in due course, as they say. Right, okay, we've got a few on the list now. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed for joining the Harwell Amateur Radio Society's Friday evening net. good to have you on board. Thank you very much for taking the time and trouble to join in this evening. We look forward to hearing reports from you in due course. Right, Dave, I think you're first in the pile-up, so let's go ahead over to you. Golf 8 Delta Victor Kilo, G0AOZ and the group.
M0UHF.
Copy you, Jeff.
Yeah, G0AOZ from G8DVK. Okay, good evening, Roger, and everybody else on the net. Most signals copied. Didn't copy anything, unfortunately, from G6FJI. But Roger, you're plus 30. Lovely signal as usual. Tim plus 20. Clint plus 10. And Mike plus 40, of course, as usual. And that's as far down as I got with the reports, as I was trying to write down the call signs as well. So, be interested to see how signals are this evening. But obviously, I would think Martin perhaps is still on the vertical then, seeing as we can't copy him. So, back to you, Roger. G0AOZ, G8DVK.
Okay, Dave, just leaving a slight pause there. G8DVK, G0AOZ, returning with the Hull Amateur Radio Society's Friday Night Net. Dave, excellent signal from you as always. 5 and 9 plus 30 for you also. Thank you very much for my report, duly noted. And as you say, possibly Martin is still using a vertical aerial, but we'll find out in due course what he's running. Right, Tim, I think it's around to you now. M0KEP, good evening to you. Nice to hear you. G0AOZ and the group.
Thanks, Roger. M0KP returning. Yeah, good to hear everyone. Good signals, well, usual kind of signals tonight. 2 or 20 over Roger. 30 over for you, Dave, which I think is, same as last week. Just watching a bit of tennis as well tonight. Andy Murray was being a bit trounced last time I was watching the Wimbledon, but I've just started iPlayer here as well, so I can kind of watch him get thrashed while enjoying the net at the same time. Back to you, Roger. G0AOZ in the group from M0KP.
G6LNU. Okay, John, copy to you. G6LNU on the bottom of the list. Tim, M0KP, G0AOZ returning. Many thanks indeed, Tim, for your nice report. On the meter here, you are 5 and 9 plus 10 with me. Coming in very nice, the usual good quality signal, so no problems at all to copy. And I'm watching the tennis. We watched a bit the other evening when he was on beating the German whose name escapes me for the moment. But anyway, he did. He had to go quite a good long while before he beat him. But anyway, there we are. One of those things. Right. Okay, let's go over to Clint now. Good evening, Clint. Nice to hear you on. Thanks for joining us. M0OXF, G0AOZ in the group.
G0AOZ in the group, M0OXF. Yeah, good evening, Roger, everybody. Yeah, good to be on. Yeah, interesting. I'm also watching the tennis. I'm fortunate enough to have quite a large TV in the shack, and if anyone's interested, Murray's 1 set down and he's 4-1 down in the second set. So I've been following that as well with interest, and yeah, he needs to buck his ideas up, otherwise I think he's going to be out of Wimbledon. I've put a notification on Twitter to say we're live on 1.846. I'll let you know if anything happens. Not usually the case on Top Band, but let's see. And in terms of signals, Roger, you're sort of plus 20 plus, Dave plus 15, and Tim plus 20. Thanks, Dave, for my plus 10. The other thing I'm doing actually is I'm actually recording. I'm doing a video recording of this portion of the net to upload onto my YouTube channel, because I know that there'll be several of my 4,000 odd subscribers who take an interest in what we do within HARS. So I'll once that's uploaded, probably tomorrow, I might put a link to it on the IO group, so as that you guys can have a listen to your signals here in Ensham. So yeah, I think that'll be interesting at least. Everyone else I'm copying fine, apart from Martin, G6FJI unfortunately, but copying everybody else. I'll give the other reports next time around. Back to you, Roger. G0AOZ in the group from M0OXF.
Okay, Clint, M0OXF G0AOZ returning with the Harwell Amateur Radio Society's Friday Night Net. Okay, Clint, that's very good. Thank you very much indeed for posting our report, our net on Twitter with the appropriate frequency, and I'm sure you'll be able to do the same when we QSY to 80 meters. So thank you very much indeed for that. And as you say, we probably don't get much in the way of responses on top band, but we may well get some responses on 80 meters. So look forward to hearing anything on that. Right, okay. Thank you very much for my nice report, Clint. You are 5 and 9 plus 10 here. 5 and 9 plus 10, usual good signal, no problems to copy you coming through very nicely indeed. Right, okay, let's go straight round to Mike. Good evening, Mike. G8CUL, G0AOZ in the group.
G0AOZ in the group from G8CUL. Good evening, Roger. Good evening, everybody. Reports so far, Roger, you're 5-9 plus 10, which is becoming a bit of a habit on this band from this QTH. Dave 5-9 plus 35. Tim 5-9 plus 20, and Clint 5 and 6, but perfectly Q5. This is, of course, with the attenuator in, which I tend to run on this rig, otherwise it very easily overloads. But that's very good tonight. Not much else to report. Been a fairly nice afternoon, and we're trying to get things thought about and organised and ready for the VHF NFT this weekend. We're hoping to go on either 2 or all 5 bands, not sure yet. We've got the capability of all 5, we'll just see how it goes. Okay, back to you then, Roger. G0AOZ in the group from G8CUL.
Okay, Mike, that's good. G8CUL, G0AOZ returning with the Harwell Amateur Radio Society's Friday Night Net. Thank you, Mike, for my report. Very good. You're on the meter here, 5 and 9 plus 20. Usual thing, no attenuation, no preamp, just straight meter reading, 5 and 9 plus 20. Excellent signal, lovely quality audio, so no problems at all. And okay on getting ready for the weekend's activities. And we'll have to see if we can come on and see at least give a few points away or something. Right, okay, let's go around to Andy. Nice to hear you, Andy. Thanks for calling in. G1ZMA, G0AOZ in the group.
G0AOZ in the group from G1ZMA. Okay, yeah, good evening, gentlemen. Sorry I've been a bit tardy with my turning up recently, but the winds a while back took care of my antenna arrangements, and so I found a pleasant Friday afternoon to put things right with a fishing weight and a catapult to haul things up again. So hopefully I'm being heard by a few of you. Yeah, so far, where are we? Roger, plus 20 dB, Dave plus 15, Tim plus 15, Clint, good evening, plus 40 dB. That's the best I've ever heard you, I think. And good evening, Mike. You're plus 10 dB here in sunny Whitney. So with that, I'll hand it back to you, Roger. G0AOZ in the group from G1ZMA.
Okay, that's fine, Andy. G1ZMA, G0AOZ returning. Okay, very good indeed. Nice signal from you this evening, Andy. Thank you for my report. You are 5 and 9 plus 10 on the meter here, coming through very nicely indeed. No problems at all to copy you. Sorry to hear about the demise of the aerial, but you seem to have got it back up and working again very well, so that's good news. And hopefully it won't catch the wind quite so badly this time round, but let's hope it stays up there okay. Right, okay, I think it's over to John now. 2E0GTU, G0AOZ in the group.
2E0GTU, some very good signals from you all tonight. Roger, you're plus 10. Dave DVK is 5 and 9. Clint is plus 10. Tim 5 and 8. Mike CUL is 5 and 7. And Andy, it's the first time I've spoken to you. You're plus 20, but I am also in Whitney. Back to G0AOZ in the group from 2E0GTU.
Okay, John, that's very good. 2E0GTU, G0AOZ returning. Okay, excellent. 5 and 9 for you, John. 5 and 9 is your report here in southwest Oxfordshire, coming through very nicely. Thank you for my report of 5 and 9 plus 10, and obviously working very well at your location from Whitney there. So thanks very much indeed for calling in, John. Right, let's go. I'm going to pass it now to Martin, but I won't be able to probably hear Martin's response. So maybe I can ask Tim to QSP when Martin has finished speaking. So Golf 6 Foxtrot Juliet India, G0AOZ in the group. Over.
Mike 0 Kilo Echo Papa returning. Thanks, Martin, no problem. I will QSP. So you're the strongest with me, Martin, that you've been, so you're definitely getting more signal out. You're 30 over with me, but of course just up the road. So I'm guessing it's a completely different antenna. So it's an 80 to 6 meters antenna, but only about 5 meters up. So I'm assuming that's a wire antenna there, Martin. Be interesting to hear on your next over. So Martin's tuning the antenna on top band. He's got a reasonable FWR, but it's probably not very efficient. So it'll be interesting if you're going to hang around and come up to 80 meters, Martin, which I hope you will. Maybe we'll get the others to hear you, which would be fantastic. Anyway, back to you, Roger. G0AOZ in a group from M0KP and G6FJI.
Okay, Tim, many thanks indeed for QSPing. G6FJI, G0AOZ returning. Okay, that's good. I could just detect your signal, Martin. You were just detectable, not readable as such, but I could detect that you were there. So that's definitely progress, I think, from the last time. So it'll be very interesting to see whether you can poke out an even better signal on 80 meters, and a few more people will be able to work you perhaps. So let's hope that's the case. But thank you very much indeed for calling in, Martin. As I say, you're just detectable here in southwest Oxfordshire. Right, I think it's over to Jeff now. Good evening, Jeff. Thanks for calling in. M0UHF, G0AOZ in the group. Anybody copy, Jeff?
No copy here.
Negative. Are you there, Jeff?
Yes, we're calling you, Jeff. M0UHF, G0AOZ. Go ahead.
I'm terribly sorry about that. I didn't hear you call my call sign for some reason. I was distracted trying to record Martin. So on the radio, I've not used the facility, so I've probably just had a mind blank there. So let's look at the reports then. Yourself, Roger, is 9 plus 20. Dave was plus 35. Tim was plus 60. Clint was plus 10. Martin was 9 plus 5. Very loud and clear. Mike was G0AOZ was plus 35. Andy is 9 plus 5. John GTU, I didn't hear him. I knew he was there, but I didn't hear him at all. And LMU, who's next, was 4 really. Very quiet audio for me this way. So we say 4 and 9. Yeah, I've got the tennis on as well in the background. I've not looked at it yet though. But looks like Murray's catching up as Clint said better get his arse in gear. M0UHF.
Okay, Jeff, very succinctly put there. M0UHF G0AOZ returning with the whole Amateur Radio Society's Friday Night Net. Okay, Jeff, sorry we caught you unawares there, but anyway, you've managed to make it on, and thank you very much for my report. You're on the meter here, Jeff. You are 5 and 9 plus 10, which is your usual signal level. Nice clear audio, no problems at all to copy you. Right, let's go over to John G6LNU. Good evening, John. Nice to hear you. G0AOZ in the group.
From G6LNU. Yeah. Okay. Everybody I've heard so far is good signal. I don't know, between you and Tim, I think it sounds like Dave there somewhere. But anyway, you're plus 30, Tim's plus 20, Clint's plus 10, Mike Sewell's plus 30. Andy ZMA is 5 and 9. John GTU is 5 and 5 on, at a push. Jeff is plus 20. So that's my report so far. I'll catch up with the rest on the next time round. From G6LNU in the group.
Okay, John, that's good. G6LNU, G0AOZ returning. Yes, good signal from you, John. Thank you very much for my report. On the meter here, you are 5 and 9. 59, 5 and 9 on the nose. Thank you very much indeed for my report, and glad you're hearing most people there, John. So with that, let's go right back to the top of the list again. And Dave, it's you to take G8DVK, G0AOZ in the group.